Most people, when they're trying to lose fat, do the same thing. They start with a really strict diet routine, a really strict workout routine. They switch their life off and they give it 100%. But inevitably, what happens is they find that it's a little bit too hard, it's a little bit too stressful. They fall off the wagon and then they just give up completely. The thing is that trying to force fat loss is a bit like trying to tame a wild horse by putting it into a tiny little field. And what happens when you do that? Well, it gets pissed off, it jumps the fence, and then you have to start again. But there's a better way. When a horse trainer wants to tame a wild horse, they take it to a wide open field and give it a big space that it can run around in. Over time, the trainer gently pulls the fence in and the horse begins to calm. Eventually, it comes to a rest, and now it can be guided. That's what we're doing in level 1. You don't need to track calories yet. You don't need to get everything perfect. You just need to create space to settle the chaos, restore your energy, and build some structure into your days. Because once your body starts to feel stable, your brain feels clear, and your routines are solid, we can start adding things in and steering you towards results. So why are you here? Well, these might sound familiar. You might find that exercising and eating better just generally is quite stressful. You probably know that you don't move enough, that you feel a bit too tired a bit too often, and that your food decisions are quite chaotic and it all builds up. What we want to do in this phase is just simply help you to build routine and calmness around food so that you have a nice foundation in place. We're going to work on habits, and we're going to make sure that you're doing the right things to get the basics in place so that then you can work on levels above. We want to make sure that you feel good doing it, and we want to make sure that you have loads more energy and it just feels good. In terms of your weight at this point, I don't really want you to worry too much about it. The only thing that you might want to be considering is if your weight is going up consistently, you're probably not implementing it all correctly. Otherwise, just try and focus on making sure that you're doing your habits correctly. In terms of what those habits are, we're going to outline them in our toolkit. So the first one is sleep. You need to make sure that you are sleeping well so that you're properly recovered, your energy is good, and that will really help to make sure that your fat loss is consistent and easy in later levels. We also need to make sure that your movement is good. It's a similar kind of thing. You need to make sure that you're getting enough steps in so you're burning calories, you're feeling good, and your body is functioning in the way that it should be. We're going to focus on food planning because you can't build better habits without structure, and the food plan that you create each week will help you to make decisions more easily and will give you better structure. We're going to focus on mindful eating, which is all about how you eat and your relationship with food so that you actually enjoy your food more and you get much more satisfaction from it. We're going to teach you how to gym, which basically means when you walk into the gym, you feel comfortable, you feel confident, and you feel able to execute your training plan properly. So we're going to answer all of your questions there. And then the last one that we're going to work on is fat loss supplements. So the question is, what are they and should you be taking them? We'll make sure you're fully up to speed. In this section, all you need to think about in terms of what to do next is just focus on your habits. It's easy wins here, big impact, and they should be really long lasting. Once you have a nice foundation in place, then when you move up to level 2, we can start thinking about calorie balance, which is what's going to drive fat loss mainly, and then thinking about other things in terms of portioning, and then critically, how to include it into your day-to-day life so that you can continue to do it long term. But before that, for now, all we need you to do is make sure you're getting enough sleep, you're doing enough steps, planning your food out and eating mindfully, and you're getting your training sessions in. You need to be doing this more than 80% of the time, and we recommend that you track your habits in your app so that you can be sure that you're doing it correctly and we can help you do it. Once you've got that in place, we'll see you in level 2 and we'll start working on some serious fat loss.